Hey everybody, Ray here with Badlands Exotics. So yeah, everybody's freaking out over COVID, coronavirus. So been on isolation for the past week and a half, well, weekish. So yeah, it's been pretty boring around here. Not a lot going on in the snake room. Just well, there is actually lots of pairing, starting to get ovulations and stuff, but haven't been posting a lot just because there's nothing really new to show besides all the animals I got. But last season I had quite a good year, probably the best I've ever had. Hit some awesome animals, so I was just gonna update everybody on the pairings I got this year, what kind of ovulations I got, show some of the babies from last year, show some of the pickups I got this year, which are awesome. Looking forward to hopefully getting them breeding. The males anyways, most of them. And yeah, show you some of my future grow-ups. As you can see, repping the Chaotic Exotic shirt, my buddy Terry's shop. Through all this COVID stuff, I know smaller businesses are struggling, so if you are buying supplies, buying your feeders, buying your food, stuff like that, that you're try and make sure you're picking it up from your local guys and ladies and whatever else. Just try and support your local shops, especially the brick and mortars. I don't think us in the hobby appreciate enough how much the brick and mortar stores do for our hobby. Like me personally, I never saw myself owning a single reptile. But as I was renting, every person who rents out a place thinks their hunk of shit apartment they're renting out is worth $1 billion, and then nobody can have pets or a cat or a dog or anything. So usually you can get away with the reptile. So I didn't even ask this place. I just went and I was like, I'm thinking about getting a beardy. Went down to Chaotic because they're the reptile shop in town locally, and he actually steered me away from a bearded dragon after I told him kind of what I was looking for, what I was doing at the time. Ended up buying a crested gecko and set up from him. And then, you know how it goes once you start, man. Like, all of a sudden I had like 6 geckos, and then I was just like, there's a pastel ball python. I was like, I'd like to get a snake. So, got a snake, and now I've got a whole room full of them. So, you guys gotta appreciate what the brick and mortar do. That's my story, and there's a lot of stories like that. So, for lots of people who become hobbyists, breeders, whatever, keepers, for lots of them, their introduction to reptiles is through brick and mortar shop. They see something cool, somebody's like, hey, you want to see what it's like, touch the snake, whatever, and then they get hooked on it. So support your local brick and mortars through all this if you can. And yeah, if you're local to Medicine Hat, hit up Chaotic Exotic. There's a few others. There's who else do we got? Got Animal World. They're locally owned and operated. So starting off with this guy. Last year he was the big surprise. His dad was a GHI het clown, and I saw him lock up once actually, but that female had locked up with other bigger males, and turns out he got it, so that was awesome. This guy isn't breeding this year. He's about 450 grams now. 400 grams. He's eating rat pups, but I'm going to leave him until next year, and get him breeding up next year. And the next one up, keeping with the GHI, is this girl. This is a butter GHI clown. And this female, I only saw her lock with a, the female was a butter het clown. I only saw her hook up with a buttered clown. So, but I put the GHI het clown in with her, and I got lucky. Never saw them hook up, but evidently they did. This girl, she hatched out small. She's a first time mom. She's eating slow, eats small meals, but she's plugging along. So this girl will be staying here. I'm gonna raise her up and breed her eventually, probably 2-3 years if everything goes according to plan. But yeah, I was real stoked when I hit this. In keeping with the GHI, this girl's starting to go into blue, but this is a pastel GHI het clown female that I decided to hold back. I think there's some other gene floating around in this GHI stuff that I got, GHI clown stuff, because the male I got from Phil Robinson at Robinson's Royal Python, and it seems like when you get animals from him, like there's always often there's another extra gene swimming around in there somewhere. So I think there might have been something in with some extra gene in with that GHI clown male. He was really nice male. Unfortunately, he bred for me last year and then he passed. So I don't know what happened, but that's the way she goes. So I'll show you the next one, the male that I'm growing up and going to breed back to her when she's big enough, and you'll see if you produce pastel clowns, a lot of them, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I'll grab that guy. So this is the Dinker pastel clown that I produced. Came out of the same clutch as the pastel GHI clown, that pastel GHI het clown, and this guy popped out. And a weird looking clown popped out too, but I just sold the normal clown. But I decided to keep this guy because that pastel GHI clown is really bright, really banded. And I actually produced a male pastel GHI het clown, and you hold them side by side and it's pretty evident that one of them had something else going on. So I've produced a lot of pastel clowns, and I've never produced one that looked like this. So I'm thinking maybe it's vanilla, or maybe Orange Dream is in with it, but I don't know. So I'm going to raise them up, breed them back to each other, and see what I hit. This guy I might also throw in. I've got a lot of Bell Complex in with my clown stuff, so I'll be able to back up the GHI clown, pastel GHI clown male with this if I feel like I need to. So yeah, he'll get some work. See if there's another gene floating around in there. Keeping with the clown, this girl is a pastel butter clown. It took me 3 years of breeding to hit on this. Well, sorry, 2 seasons. I totally missed 1 season, and the next season I was able to hit this combo, and this combo looks good even when it grows up. She doesn't like to ball up, that's for sure. She likes to bolt around. But yeah, if you look at pastel butter and pastel lesser clowns, they don't brown out like lesser clowns tend to, and they hold on to their patterning as they grow up. So this girl, I think, is a really nice one, nice example. So yeah, can't wait to grow her up. Got big plans for her. And whether she breeds or not, she's a beautiful animal. I don't really care. We always tend to look forward to breeding them, but I also enjoy just watching them grow and enjoy keeping them. This guy is wet because he dumped his water. He's very tense animal. This is a pastel champagne possible leopard het clown. I got this from Big D Exotics. Talking to Dan, when he hatched it out, he said it doesn't look like just a normal pastel champagne. And as it grew up, it's developed more kind of like blackness in it. So he thinks there's a good possibility it's got leopard. If not, that's fine. It's het clown. I wanted it for the champagne het clown. So I'll be breeding this boy next year. I think with my clown stuff this year, I might have a bit of a slower year. It looks like some of the females are going to take a year off, which is fine. So I'll be able to plug in this guy to them next year. Hit some awesome stuff. Another tense animal. This one I picked up specifically for that male. This is a pastel super enchi het clown female, and the head on this thing is just crazy. I know Dan has a lot of krypton floating around his collection, so with a head like that, eye stripes like that, you gotta wonder if it's got cryptic in it. But we'll see. Anyways, this animal is amazing looking. I love it. She hasn't eaten for me yet, so it's gotta get her on the food. I'm sure we will give her a hide this week, see if that helps. And here is a real beauty animal. This is a leopard double het, orange ghost, and clown. So, got big plans for this girl. Leopard clown alone is awesome. With hypo, oh man, can't wait. Picked this female up from Phil Robinson over at Robinson's Royal Pythons. Yeah, this girl was eating like a monster. She decided to go off for a little bit now, but that's cool. She's another one. Look at that head. Crazy. And this one is, I got one egg out of this clutch from a Spectre hypo female. Bred her to a butter clown to make double hets, and I think she laid 4 slugs and 1 good egg. And in the 1 egg, I hit the 2 genes. At least I think I hit the 2 genes. It's got a bit of a head stamp. She hatched out small, but man, she looks awesome. With all this, like the striping, and she's just got really mustardy yellows. More orangish. So, and with the head stamp, that's why I think she's got the Spectre. She's got the butter. Even if she doesn't have the Spectre, don't care. She is double het clown hypo. So, looking forward to growing her up and hopefully producing some double visual combos with her. This girl is, you might think she's Belle, but she is actually a lesser special het clown. And I have paired her up with a phantom clown, which came from Phil. I produced this girl, and she may go this year. If she does, it'll be late. Not really. I'm not gonna push her to go. She got paired that one time, just because she wasn't eating and she was roaming the front of the bin like she was looking for a male. So paired her up. She's been back on food hardcore since, which was the goal. But yeah, have a chance at special clowns this year. So, but we'll see. next we'll move on to Blackhead. These are Blackhead Mojaves. They have the same sire, so the same dad, but different females. And I find it interesting the variability from the different females. This girl on the right, on my right, has basically a solid line, really detached alien heads, so that would be the ringer gene. This girl is very red, and she came from a darker Mojave. She was also red when she was born, but she's lost a lot of her red look. And she has more defined, this one has more defined alien heads. They're still detached from the ringer gene. But yeah, these things are awesome. I love this combo. This is the combo I saw that made me want to really get into Blackhead a lot. Even more than I did just from the Blackhead gene. So, happy to hit these two girls. I just wanted to grow them up together to see how differently they look, see if they both kind of end up looking the same, or if the variability from the mothers will come through a lot. Might let go of one of these girls at some point, but wouldn't be cheap. Say that. Here is a couple of my Blackhead males. So this one right here is a Blackhead Mystic, which is an awesome looking combo. I love this combo. It rivals the Blackhead Mojave, that's for sure. Very, very dark. And this is just a Blackhead male that I kept in case this guy is having trouble locking up. I'll have a backup Blackhead male for her, for the female. So, yeah. This one is a combo. You probably won't see much. This is a Blackhead Special. Haven't seen a lot of them out there. It was actually tough to tell if it was just a Blackhead or a Blackhead Special when it was originally born, but it does have the head stamps like the Special. I actually have a Special that I can compare with. So here's compared to a normal Special. Put them side by side, you can tell absolutely that there's the Blackhead in this guy. So yeah, this is they're actually both females. This one's staying with me. This girl, Special girl, is sold, and she is they both eat really well. She's eaten well off the start. This girl took a little while to get started, but this girl will be going to her new home soon enough. She's got quite the belly on her already. So I did have a red stripe clutch last year as well. I ended up producing this girl, which is a Spectre and she red stripe het ghost. She's the red stripe. It's pretty tough to tell them apart, but that crazy head was one indicator. The other one is, you can see she kind of has that double stripe like the red stripe, and I have Spectre and she without the red stripe. I have one right here, so you can see very similar combo. So I've produced a few more of these last year, the Spectre Enchies, so kind of knew what I was looking for, but if you didn't know what you're looking for, they'd be tough to tell apart. This girl is sold, Spectre Enchie red stripe, staying with me. These two were produced from a neat clutch last year. So yeah, the female was just a chocolate, and the sire was a banana cinnamon fire. So when these two hatched out, I thought this was Cinny chocolate, and this guy is banana Cinny chocolate. But as they grow, and as I talk to other people who have produced banana cinnamon chocolate, they don't have this blown out dorsal with all the blushing, and the other Cinny chocolates I've seen don't have this real hardcore black back and the blushing. So I gotta wonder if these two don't also have fire. I'm not sure, but I think there's a good possibility that they might. So I'm growing up this one. This one is a female. Growing up this one, holding it back. It's a male. Got some stuff I can breed it to see if there's fire in there. But yeah, these animals are awesome. Chocolate Gene, the way this thing looks is just crazy. I love how the Cinny and chocolate interact. And the last holdback of the year, nothing too crazy, but I just think this combo looks awesome. It's just a Enchi yellow belly het ghost. And in the future, I'd like to maybe try producing some highway and super stripe hypo combos. So this girl will be important for that, but this combo alone looks awesome. It's just crazy how those two genes work together so well. Now I'll show you my two premier males, well, primary males that I'm breeding this year for my clown stuff anyways. This guy is a pastel banana spot nose het clown. Picked this guy up from Dan at Big D's Exotics, and the dude eats like a beast. I've seen him do a lot of courting. I haven't caught him doing any locks yet, but like with that GHI het clown male last year, just because you don't see the logs doesn't mean they aren't happening. So hopefully this guy's sneaking in some logs with my clown and het clown females. And this guy is my other primary breeder male for this year. He is a butter red stripe het clown male. He's huge already. He's pretty big already, and he still eats like a beast. Like, he breeds. I've seen him log lots, and he still eats like a couple small rats every feeding. Then I'm hang out for 5 days or so, throw him in with a female, and he locks up with her. So he's been breeding really well. Looking forward to see if I hit any red stripe clown females. That would be awesome. I'll show you guys this girl. A lot of people like how this girl looks. This is a banana pewter. I believe it has fire as well. Some banana pewters just look really awesome, so that could be one of these. That could be the case with her, or she might have fire. Don't know 100%, but we'll see. I don't think I'll breed her this year. I don't really have a male that I want to breed to her a whole bunch in my current stock, but she's still eating like a beast. So I think I'm just going to leave her this year, and next year I'll get her paired up with something awesome. Maybe I'll put her to the GHI pastel clown, or we'll see what else I pick up. I don't know. I was thinking about getting like super vanilla combo male to go with her, but yeah, don't really have a definite plan for her. Just I produced her and she looks so awesome. That's why I held her back. Yeah, sometimes we hold back just because the animal is that beautiful. This girl is, that's the case with her. Is my pastel dinker project. I produced this male, and and like he just looks crazy. The female I produced him from, every clutch she produces, she throws some crazy looking pastels. This one's the cleanest, most crazy one I've seen her produce. He's het clown, and like, look at that head and the eye stripes. They connect, pinch together. Like, it just looks crazy for a pastel. I'm thinking maybe this is a cryptic male, a pastel cryptic. Like his colors are kind of that more yellowish hue, like we're seeing in the cryptic. That head is just crazy. It's real banded, has a crazy pattern. Or it could be just like a super nice pastel. I don't know. But I'm breeding him back to his mom this year, who is a super pastel het clown. She's like my... calm down, buddy. She was basically my first het clown female that I've produced a lot of my pastel stuff from. So breeding him back to her. I've seen them lock up a few times, so we'll see what happens. Alright everybody, thanks for tuning in, hanging out with me, seeing what I got going on over here. Just lots of feeding, breeding, pairing, all that. I've got a black pastel blackhead female that's ovulated. She's going into her pre-lay shed, which I didn't show because I didn't want to mess around with her while she's all uncomfy like that. I've got a pastel clown female that has ovulated, and she was paired to both butter red stripe and banana pastel spot nose het clown male. So see what happens with that girl. Could be some crazy stuff in that clutch. The black pastel blackhead was paired to the phantom clown, so could get some crazy looking combos out of that are also genetic powerhouses with the het clown in there. So probably end up holding some stuff back from both clutches, but we'll see. Got other females that are building, acting like they might go, others I'm not sure about. It's kind of a weird year. Lots of my females went last year when I didn't actually expect them to, so they might take this year off, just build up some extra weight. I'm not really pushing any of my females to go. It's all, I'm just responding to how they're acting. If they're acting like they're not interested in food, they're cruising the front of their bin, they're obviously looking for a male, I'll throw one in. If they go back on food and they're feeding heavy, feeding well, I'll leave them be. If I feel like they're good to go, maybe throw the male in again a few weeks later and just see how the females are responding. I'm not pushing anything like maybe I would have earlier on when I was more wanting to produce a lot of stuff. Now I'm just reacting to how the females are acting, and they'll decide if they want to produce, if they're ready. I don't need to push them. I trust that they can decide. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to leave a message on the video or head over to my Facebook page. It's Badlands Exotics. You can fire me a message off there and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So have fun out there, happy keeping, happy breeding if that's what you're doing. Hope everything's going well. Hope everybody's staying healthy. And if you feel sick, stay home, and not for a few days. You shed the virus for at least, well, they're saying 14 days. They want you to stay home. So it's not good enough just to stay home a few days. If you're not feeling well, stay home for the couple weeks. I know it's tough for a lot of people to do that. Hopefully we can support each other through all this, and everybody can have the supports so that they can stay home if they're sick or might be shedding the virus. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. I work in healthcare, so anyways, stay healthy out there, and I'll see you guys around.